guys, it's the end of December, so it's time for me to do a rundown of my favourites from this month. So, here we go. First thing I want to say about as part of my December favourites is Hawkeye, the newest MCU show. It started in November, but I definitely didn't want to jump the gun, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. They just should have paid David Aja more. They did a really good job of adapting basically his and Matt Infraction's run to the small screen. It was a really good adaptation, but they needed to credit and or pay David Aja more than they did, which was probably nothing. The next thing I want to say about as part of my December favourites is Jade City by Fonda Lee. Really, really good book. Its own video is going to be coming out soon. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I read it over the course of this month, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a really good book. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the trilogy. The third one just came out, but I've only read this first one, so I'm really excited to just get to read the other two books in the series. It's going to be good. The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is This Is How You Lose the Time War, which is another book that's going to have its own book review coming in time. And yeah, it's a really good book. I read it in about under 24 hours. Whew. It was very good, and I'm really looking forward to talking about it properly. The next two things that I want to say about as part of my December favourites are the Lego Hobbit and the Lego Incredibles games. Now, these are both just Lego adaptations of stuff, and in some ways they're kind of shitty adaptations of basically movies. And it's interesting to see the way that they've been adapted, but also at the same time, they are not very well done in several ways. There's some kind of obviously corporate stuff going on for some of them, and it's just a bit of a mess. They're a bit messy, but they are both fairly enjoyable, and we've been playing them and enjoying them. So we finished The Hobbit pretty early on. I think I didn't talk about it last month, but we finished it this month, and then we've gone on to the Lego Incredibles, and yeah, they're both kind of bad games in some ways, but we've enjoyed them, so that's all that really matters, isn't it? The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is the Cruden Christmas Advent stuff that I was doing. I was, for my home church, doing a series of Advent videos. Now, these were meant to start going live originally at the start of December. However, plans kept changing a lot, but it was a really good experience for me to be able to just do something that actually involved my skill set. I really found myself enjoying doing the edits and the filming and everything to do with it. It was a good chance to actually use my skills. The next thing I want to say about as part of my December favourites is Lost in Space Series 3. We watched it very quickly over a couple of days, and we just really enjoyed it. We've really enjoyed this series of Lost in Space in general, and this third season was no exception. It was a good series. The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is BB Bean's song Bianca Stratford, which I've listened to a lot. I listen to it practically on repeat, and it's very good, and I heard about it because of Hank Green, and then I listened to it a lot, and it's very good. So yeah, it's about one of my favourite films of all time, the 10 Things I Hate About You, and it's good. It's good. It's a good song. It's a good song. We groove. The next two things that I want to say about as part of my December favourites are related. The first one of which is driving. Now, I've done a lot of sort of driving this month. Some of it's just the usual going to and from, taking Jamie to work, going into town, going to the cinema sort of thing. And then there was also two very long road trips that we took. One of which was going down to Jamie's friend's birthday party, her 30th, and the other was going down to Jamie's parents for Christmas. Now, we got into the rhythm of just driving, and it was good, and we just had a decent time doing it, and then I was sort of doing these montages of my road trips. It was a good thing that just happened, and I quite like how those turned out in the vlogs. Relatedly, T-Bay service station is a very good service station, and we went there like 3 times on 4 trips, so... The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is The Incredibles, both 1 and 2. And honestly, like, we watched these again because we'd been playing the Lego game. And, yeah, that's it. They hold up pretty well, so that's good. And, yeah, it's a decent enough series, so... The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is The Poppy War. Now this book is, oh boy, it's pretty brutal, and it's got its own review coming as well. At some point I've got like 3 book reviews all going to be going on in January at some point or other, and oh boy, this one's a doozy. The next thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Now, I got this and another D&D book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, this month, but I've had far longer with Fizban's Treasury of Dragons because I got it while we were with Jamie's family and I had a bunch of time to read through it, more time than I've had with Tasha's really. But yeah, I like dragons. Dragons are one of my favourite things, so... yeah. And the last thing that I want to say about as part of my December favourites is the COVID booster. I got it this month. It was good. I got the COVID booster. I'm still within the 2-week waiting period or whatever. My arm was quite sore. I had the side effects, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I really just wanted this booster because I wanted to be safe, to be with people as much as I can. It's not a foolproof thing, obviously, because I knew people that do have the booster and everything, but still ended up getting it, but better safe than sorry. So those have been my favourites over the course of December. I've got some good ones in there, and this is quite a long video. Well, it's a long list, certainly. Let me know what your favourite things from December have been. I would love to know, so tell me down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you remember to like and share it, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description to join my Discord, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!